What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, where we will continue our seasonal summer championships with the Are You Not Entertained one, which yields a Jeep Gladiator, a 2020 car, which has just been released into the game and which is only available right now through this championship. Or alternatively on the market if someone is selling it. That's an option as well, but I would assume since the car is only available here, prices aren't too low. Especially if you wait a while, like right now everyone can get it in this event. But I think if you wait a while, the prices will go up if it isn't handed out much. I haven't driven it yet. Obviously I unlocked it already, as you could tell. But maybe I'll do a little show run with it to show what this car is about. But now to the race. You obviously want a rather balanced build on your car, and then you want to study the track on the map, so that you adjust your car accordingly. The issue is that in cross-country racing it's very easy to miss the checkpoints if you just jump into the wrong direction. Like right now, if you just do a full jump like this guy, you just jump off the road. And we can just cut in across and get the much tighter line, and that puts us into first. Here as well, with all the amount of jumping, it becomes very important that you get steady jumps and that you get the directions correct, or else this can go very badly. Well, this went very badly as well, because we actually went a little too careful into that jump. Now we have to make that up again. Which we can do by just cutting across him, cutting off his path, and now we're back in first. Let's try to find a stable way through here, and that's race win. It's really about what this video can do for you is just show you the track, so that when you drive it you get a little bit of a better idea regarding what you need to do in terms of where you need to drive a little more careful and where you can go basically full throttle. There's another cross-country event here. Are you not entertained? For the younger ones of you who maybe haven't seen it, it's from the movie Gladiator, a quote. So it's fitting that the car named Gladiator has an event with that title. Just for those of you who haven't seen it. Also go see the movie, it's good. Now this jump is a little bit tricky. You should really make sure you get a straight jump off the cliff, or else you can land in a world of pain. Now take a tight line that really compromises them, because they go very wide through here. And they also like pushing you off your line. Let's cut across. Yes, we can do it. We can cut in here. And now this jump is deadly, because you land on water and on solid ground, so I slow down tremendously before it. This is very risky. If you get that jump wrong, you just spin in the water, and that can end your entire race. It's nothing you want to happen to you. Now this section is a lot more driver friendly, because you have not much jumping and just pretty much while going through these areas here, finding your own path, so to speak. And don't jump into the construction here in the end. And that's a win in race number 2, and that puts us in prime position to take the win. Now I actually think this is one of the very few events where even having 40 points after 2 races doesn't mean too much. Because with these cross-country races in the relatively quick cars, it's so easy to make a massive mistake that sets you back tremendously, and all of a sudden you come like 6th or 7th, and all of a sudden your 2 wins don't mean anything. But at the same time, you carefully, because well, you would constantly have to drive careful on these races, because obviously the track is dangerous. Let's cut him off right at the start. Go past here. Here as well, it's very difficult to just keep the line through the gates here. So you really have to make sure you keep the car stable and set. And it puts us into 2nd place. Obviously we could have driven faster, but at a much higher risk. And I wonder if he takes the jump. I don't suggest taking that jump, that's an unnecessary risk. For him it went well, unfortunately. But we will catch him just in time. Let's get him. Come on. Be outside. He's pushing us a little bit. No, it's fine. His line was a bit compromised because of his pushing. Now take the left one here, don't go through the right one. We went with a weird drift there, which was not really intentional. But swerve to the right was not a good idea. Now careful on that jump. Now through this little village here. And across here. Through these gates, and now just be careful that you don't hit anything on the way out. Go through here, last gate coming up, and that ends the race. So that's 60 points for us. It looked comfortable, but we had to drive very carefully. Unfortunately, we don't get all of the rewards again, because I would like 2 of those cars. We'll just farm them and sell them after the event. But unfortunately, that's not possible. However, I hope you can do the event. And I hope you can unlock the car. Until next time. Well, on that note, farewell!